Hello, welcome to my soapery. If you are returning, thank you for coming back. If you just found me, thank you for watching. And if you enjoy this video, please click subscribe, hit your dingy doll button so you get notifications. This is an interesting soap. It half turned out how I wanted and half didn't. I ended up doing a green, seafoam green by Nurture Soap bottom base layer, and I covered it with gold mica, and then I spritzed it with rubbing alcohol. That didn't turn out so well later, y'all. It did not work very good. So there's titanium dioxide, which I ended up spilling. You'll see a napkin there in a minute to clean up the spill. There's Cabaret by Nurture Soap, which makes a beautiful pink. It's not a light pink, but it's not like too dark of a pink either. And these three colors, so you had the bottom green, and then you had the pink and the white, ended up just being a gorgeous contrast. And I used Bitches Brew for the fragrance by Nature's Garden. All of it behaved really good, except for when I did that mica line, and I'm pretty sure it has to do with me spraying it with rubbing alcohol. I think the rubbing alcohol dried it out. So I used to, you'll end up seeing what happens. It's not a good thing, but I got it fixed and it all worked out. There's a little chunk of hard soap in there. No matter how well you clean them, somehow they still end up there. It's like a little magic soap fairy. It goes beep, there you go. Here's a little chunk of soap just for you. So I do an in the pot swirl, pouring from up high so it goes all the way down the bottom and bringing it down so it comes closer to the top. And I figured since it was in the pot swirl, I didn't need to save any for the top because you're going to have a nice little swirl on top. I did end up adding some of that gold mica to some oil and doing a little design on the top with that. So I'm using my spatula to break the fall, which, like I said, had I known then what I know now, I would have hopefully let it break, and well, then all my soap would be the same size. And here I'm actually just pretty much playing with it because you don't have to sit there and wiggle it back and forth, but I wanted to know what it did if I did do that, what it would end up looking like, and if it made any difference. So there we go, and I thought, oh, this is wonderful. It's going to be a beautiful soap. And like I said, it did turn out nice. It just had some issues. Yay, it's pretty. It's almost like look like little hearts. Too bad it wasn't individually. And I'm horrible. If you guys haven't heard me before yet, I think I've only said it on one other video. I'm horrible at cutting with a knife. See? Boop. Someday I will get one of those block cheese cutters, or I don't know, maybe I'll actually win a contest and get a real cutter or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Until then, it's just me and my knife. So I figured, oh, this is great. It turned out it's pretty, and then I turn it over and there you go. See how it broke away from the mica line? There, I was trying to decide, do I flip it up on top? Maybe I'll flip it up on top. Maybe if I do it from the top, it'll drag it down and smoosh it into each other. And then I realized all my markings were on the side because I didn't want to drag that mica line, which I've done before. So I figured, oh, I'll do it from the top. Here, I'll even hold it in the front and maybe, maybe that'll fix it. That one ended up breaking apart anyways. And my bottom part has a chunk out of it. I haven't figured out why it's doing that just yet. I have a new recipe I'm going to try, and hopefully that will fix it. So they all ended up separating from the bottom, the top from the bottom, because of the mica line. And I think what happened was, see, there it goes right there. That whole top was like, I am not your friend anymore. I'm out. And it slid off. I think what happened was my 99% rubbing alcohol ended up drying out my soap under the mica line and the mica, which made it so the liquid batter that I was pouring on didn't adhere to the bottom part. So I glued them all back together with some water, gently pushed them back together. When I trimmed them up, I was able to trim them, and they adhered to each other again. So now they are one solid soap again, and they ended up looking good. But some are short because I did cut off the bottom because of those chunks missing. Some are tall, some are skinny, and some are not. But it's kind of like all the rest of us. Not everybody's the same height or size, now is it? Like I said, someday I'll get better at cutting them. But until then, there you go. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.